In this video, we're going to look at NIM's connection with Nuke, the NIM Write nodes, and round-tripping dailies using ThinkBox Software's deadline render management. Here we can see we have a shot, and I have a comp task assigned to myself. I'm going to go over to Nuke, and I can see I have some plates already loaded. Let's add a color correction, and we'll just pull out a little bit of saturation. Now the first thing we want to do is save this as a new version into NIM. To do this, we're going to go to our NIM menu. Looking at the options, we can open, import, save as, export selected, version up, publish, and we have our NIM Write nodes as well as settings. This menu allows artists to browse by job, show, shot, and task rather than browsing the file system. And saving automatically saves your files to the location designated in your NIM project structure. To start a version stream, we're going to choose Save As. We're going to choose our job, choose our project server, our show, our shot, and our task. We can add a tag and a comment. Looking at NIM, if we click on our shot and look at files, we can see that we have a new base name and our new version stream has been started. Let's go back to Nuke. And now let's add some write nodes. First thing we're going to do is we'll go down to our NIM menu and go to NIM Write, and let's output a PNG sequence. You'll notice first off that the file name is automatically generated for you. We can add a tag to this to give it a better description and refresh the file name to see the full file name. Also, there's no location to set. The location is derived from your NIM project structure. We can have multiple outputs in a single file. If you're using the same extension type, be sure to define a unique tag. Now let's version up this file. We simply click NIM version up and enter a note. And that's it. We've saved a new version. And if we go back to NIM, we click on our base name, we can see that second version's been automatically logged into NIM. Let's close this comp and see what it looks like opening from scratch. Go to NIM, open. It remembers the last location we were at. I'm going to choose the proper shot, our base name, and our version. Here's our initial save as well as our desaturated version. I'm going to click Open Comp. Now let's submit this to Deadline and automatically upload our dailies. I'm going to choose ThinkBox, Submit Nuke to Deadline. To upload to NIM, I choose the Integration tab and click Connect. I can change my user, my job, my type, whether it be asset or shot. I can choose the show, the shot that I'm assigning it to, as well as the task that I've been assigned to. I can enter in a name for the render and a description. This will log the render, but to upload to dailies, we need to additionally click Submit Dependent Draft Job and Upload to NIM. NIM comes with a Draft Dailies template. To use this, click Custom and choose the draft template location. And I'll click OK to submit this to Deadline. If we look at our Deadline monitor, we can see the job's been launched and we can see our items rendering. Once the render is complete, we can see Deadline launched 2 draft jobs, one for each output. Now that the templates are complete, let's look at NIM and we'll click on our task. I go to Dailies and I can see our 2 outputs. Our first is before color correction and our second is after color correction. I can click on the dailies and do our normal dailies review. I can also look at the renders. Here's the render logged for our job submitted to Deadline. Here we can see the 2 associated dailies, as well as both elements that were output from the render. We have the name of the element, as well as the full path and the type that's been submitted. If we need to make additional notes on this render, we can click the Edit button and adjust the comments as needed. And that's a brief overview of versioning in Nuke, using the NIM Write nodes, and using Deadline to automatically log renders and submit dailies. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please email us at support@nim-labs.com or visit the support forum at support.nim-labs.com. We look forward to hearing from you.